All right, y'all. So we just got the update for Jill. Now, obviously, when it comes to Ada Wong, a lot of people are not happy with her voice acting. I think Ada Wong is going to be a phenomenal side character. But we're going to take a look and see what Jill Valentine is like. So subscribe and like. Let's try to get, I don't know, like 15 subscribers. Try to get 200 likes. I'm going big. But yeah, let's take a look and see what this is. So she is a pistol user, but she's an AR, right? Which I guess somehow makes sense. Like, it's the only weapon that could make sense. I mean, maybe technically a rocket launcher could, but it has explosion. I feel like a pistol also could be good for a sniper. But then, like, they have aim. So I don't know. I guess AR is technically the best. It's fine.
Tell me, who are you fighting for? Yourselves or the survivors?
She 110% has to have some type of like attack speed slowed down, because that looked way too slow compared to other ARs. Okay, this is nonsense. I hope these burst skill animations are good, because the Ada Wong's is atrocious. Her burst skill animation was that of it was horrible.
I'll give you stars.
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't like it. I think for like Resident Evil, the burst skill animations make sense, but both of them are horrendous. Like, I would never go put these on a wallpaper.
Can you buy me some time?
Surely she's a support. Surely she's a support. She's an electric DPS. Another collab with 2 DPSs. Bro, the last 4 collabs have been DPSs. These 2 DPSs, Raven and Eve DPSs, freaking Asuka and Ray DPSs, and then the collab before that was Asuka, Ray, and Mari. So 2 DPSs and 1 support, bro. Oh my god. It's okay. Attacker versus 3 electric assault rifle DPS. Skill 1, activates at the start of battle and upon reloading to max ammo capacity. Okay, so anytime she reloads or at the start of battle, fix self. Magnum ammo, normal attack damage multiplier increased by 30% for 9 rounds. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So essentially what? Does she not just basically have like... So what does that mean? When it says multiplier, because I don't actually know, even though we have that in the game, does it mean like her normal attack damage gets multiplied by 30%? Or does that mean like 30% increase? So like rather than it being 71% of normal attack damage, it would be like 101% of normal attack damage for 9 bullets. Like either way, it's crazy. Like either way, I mean, it's not crazy, but either way, it's still like a buff in damage. Like either way. When using burst skill affect self, true damage increased by 34%, or basically 35% for 10 seconds. Okay. Skill 2, acid ammo. Activates at the start of battle and upon reloading to max ammo. Affect self, acid ammo. Function, upon reloading to max ammo ammunition, only the first round deals sustained damage to the target. Ew. I mean, that's not bad actually. If it's 30 seconds, that's crazy. Effect deals 192% of final attack and sustained damage for 30 seconds. Oh my god. Upon reloading out capacity, so the enemy's guaranteed just having sustained damage done to them. Okay. And then when you enter a full burst, affect self, increase attack by 40%. Sure. And then her burst skill super cop, affect self, fixes reload speed at 99% increase for 10 seconds. Before I continue, let me see if that's true.
Can you buy me some time?
Okay, so before she uses her burst skill, it's kind of the same. Am I tripping or is that the same? I don't know if I'm tripping. Fixes reload speed at 99. Oh, reload speed. Not attack speed, reload speed. Hold on, let me see.
Can you buy me some time?
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so reload speed. Her reload speed in her burst skill becomes basically 100% for 10 seconds. But removes 100% of bullets. Forced reload. So she instantly, like she's by force to reload regardless. Hit rate is increased by 80% for 10 seconds. Attack damage increase by 75% for 10 seconds. And a normal attack deals true damage for 10 seconds. Her and Ada don't work together at all. And we also have Claire. We're going to go over her stuff. But her and Ada don't work at all. Because Ada gives all this stuff to whoever's using their burst skill. Or like whoever's not using their burst skill. You know what's crazy? The trio just got a massive buff with these characters in the sense of usability. You can use these characters with Yuno and Emma. Both of them, because they both have true damage. But you can't use them together, in a sense, because like Jill only has true damage when you use her burst skill, but Ada Wong only gives true damage to allies when they're not using their burst skill, essentially. Or to burst 3s, not allies, but burst 3 allies. She only gives her attack a true damage buff to burst 3 allies when they're not using their burst skill, essentially. Let me, okay, pause. Let me word it how exactly it is, because I'm wording it completely wrong. It's giving you guys false information. Ada Wong gives a true damage buff to the last burst 3 to have used their burst skill. Not any burst 3 on the team. Ada Wong gives a true damage buff and an attack buff to an ally who used their burst skill previously, and that is of burst 3. This character will only ever have true damage when she's using her burst skill. So it's physically impossible for Ada Wong's buffs, true damage wise, to work with this Jill character. They already fumbled there. These are two completely different characters that are going to be in two different situations. Now, is this character herself good? I could see this character doing damage 100%. I mean, true damage ignores defense. That's really good. The sustained damage is really good. You can use this character with, you know, a lot of different supports and stuff like that. Obviously, her burst skill, the reload is great. Attack damage is good. The attack buff she gets when you enter a full burst is really good. When you use her burst skill, the true damage, like she gives herself enough buffs. Not to mention like the normal attack damage multiplier increased by 30% for 9 rounds when you either reload or at the start of the battle. Like this character is gonna hit hard with normal attacks for sure. Is she gonna hit like god-like hard? I don't think so. But a character that's doing that and ignoring true damage, like she gives herself a lot of buffs for herself for someone who's ignoring defense, which basically means she's shredding a lot of the enemies. Right? Like when it comes to enemies and this character and their burst skill, all they have is their HP. Defense doesn't play a fact in that. So for example, if their HP is 1 million and this character does 100k per tick, the defense is not going to bring that 100k damage down to like 70k or 60k. She's going to do whatever number she's supposed to do. She's going to land that number, regardless of what the defense is. So this character will be very strong in terms of shredding mobs and just doing raw damage, yes. But when we're talking about in the sense of her and Ada Wong, it's not like you need them together whatsoever. Because Ada Wong's buffs that Ada Wong gives towards allies does not go to her. Or it goes to her, but only like the attack buff is good. Which is like now I literally have to make a should you summon video because this is one of those situations where you got to pick between one of the two. If you are only going for one of the two, this is 2 characters. Remember, the anniversary has 2 pilgrims as well, most likely. So be smart with what you do. But 2 pilgrims mean 2 bandits with 1%. Be very smart with what you do when it comes to these characters. But you have Ada Wong, who's gonna be a very good sub, like burst 3 character. A very good one that we haven't had in a long time. Or you have Miss Jill Valentine, who you're probably not going to use unless you are fighting like bosses where she's type advantage against. So I feel like that's kind of obvious because Electro doesn't like lack DPS whatsoever. You having this character Jill, I feel like doesn't make a difference. Like Ayn does the same thing. Ayn has all the same stuff. Ayn gives herself these buffs. Ayn does damage. Ayn is the same thing as Jill, kinda, in the sense of like true damage. You can use them as a flex burst 3. You can use them as an on-field, regardless of if you're using a burst skill or not. They're getting an attack buff just for entering a burst 3 stage or full burst, like, right? They both do damage. Ein with her feathers, this character with her sustained damage. I feel like Jill Valentine's is going to be a good character because Ein is a good character, but you literally have to pick. Do you want like either a worse or glorified Ein in a sense, or do you want a generational, or most likely generational Flex Burst 3 character? That's really up to you guys. But let's take a look at Claire. I mean, she's an SR, so I really could care less. But she's a burst 1 supporter, electric rocket launchers. Her skill 1 activates when landing 3 full charge attacks, affects 2 ally units with the highest attack, restores their HP. Sure. When you use her burst skill, you give all allies a shield equal of 10% of this character's final max HP. Sure. She's on a 40-second cooldown, so she's already down in the shitter. She heals all allies. It's the same kit for every character at this point. It's the same kit for every character at this point. It really is. It's the same kit for every single collab character. Sakura was the last thing. Where is this character? Where is she? Misato. And where's Rem or Ram? Where are you, Ram? Where are you, Ram? Here. Okay. This is Claire. Sorry, this is her. Recovers some type of sustain and then healing. Okay. Misato, 40-second cooldown as well. Recover some type of sustain. Ram, the same thing. Shield and then sustain. It's all the same. It's always the same. They're only a healer or they're a shield, and they all have the same thing in common of being a 40-second cooldown character. They're always garbage, bro. I don't care for the SRs of these collabs ever. I don't care. It could be your coolest favorite character. They're never going to be looked at ever again. You're never going to look at Claire. You're just never going to, and it's unfortunate. But I think both of them are, good characters. I expected them to. They've never really had a bad collab character ever since Summer Niece came out, and that was 2 years ago. So both of them are really good characters, but it's really hard for me to say what to do. I really have to think about it. But it's really hard for me to tell you guys what to do when obviously an anniversary with most likely 2 Pilgrims is coming up, you know? But it's your boy Zxous. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Peace.